Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you all are doing well. Here are today's questions. My husband and I are dealing with major behavioral issues from our 8-year-old son. He refuses to listen to anything we say and point blank defies all adults. It has gotten so bad that the school sent him home 5 times this week. This is affecting us a great deal. Any tips would be so appreciated. It can be due to many factors. How long has he been behaving this way? Did it happen gradually or suddenly? Ask him if there is anything bothering him, whether it's something going on in school or outside of school. Have there been any significant changes in his life, like a move or a death in the family? You should also inform his pediatrician about these behaviors, and they can refer you to a specialist who can evaluate him. Sometimes these behaviors can be caused by several disorders. The most common is called oppositional defiant disorder, also known as ODD. It's a common disorder in children that is mainly characterized by a persistent pattern of negative, defiant behaviors towards authority figures. In the meantime, set clear boundaries and consistent consequences, such as removing certain privileges. But I would look into all the other potential causes as soon as possible. I'm a single white female who's a mother. How do I deal with a family member who is sexist, hates single mothers, and is racist? That's a lot of hate in one person. That's very sad and unfortunate and scary at the same time. I personally would try to get into this person's head and ask them questions and figure out why they have these strong, hateful feelings and mentality and try to convince them how unfair and wrong that is. If this person does not change, especially if this sentiment causes them to be openly rude and disrespectful, I would probably stay away from them if it was an extended family member. If I see them, I would just be cordial and move on. If this is someone who is an immediate family member and someone I am close with, then I would avoid bringing up anything that can cause a conflict. But at the same time, if they made an ignorant or rude statement regarding their views, then I would continue to let them know that it's wrong. This is a sickness of the heart, and I would just pray for them. Some people carry this hate throughout their entire lives, and then there are people who at some point have a change of heart. My 3-year-old son was just diagnosed with autism. My husband and I love and accept him no matter what. We are not ashamed of him, but I am torn as to whether I should tell others or not, or who I should tell. I just don't want people to think or treat him differently or judge him without getting to know him. He is on the mild side of the spectrum and is a smart and sweet boy who tends to blend in with his peers. Should I be open with others or not tell anyone? You should tell those you trust and are comfortable with. Other than that, there is no need to tell anyone else unless there is a reason. My friend has been involved with a married man from her job for the past 6 months. His wife recently found out and called her, asking about the nature of their relationship. Instead of showing any remorse, my friend immediately got defensive, even though the wife was calm and respectful. She was crying, explaining that she had a newborn and a 1-year-old. But my friend showed her no compassion. She called her names and hung up the phone. Now fast forward, she says he still hasn't signed the divorce papers, even though he's living with my friend and has no relationship with the kids. Honestly, I'm starting to see her differently as a person. I told her it was wrong, but she keeps insisting he was unhappy in his marriage. Still, that doesn't justify any of this. You're absolutely correct. There is no justification for any of this. It's bad enough that she intentionally got involved with a married man, but the fact that she showed no remorse, no empathy, no compassion for a woman who is crying, who has 2 small children, is just beyond disgusting and heartless. And that's putting it mildly. I can't have any respect for someone like that, nor can I trust someone like that. I would cut her off completely. The man sounds like a horrible person as well, and that's putting it mildly also. leaving his wife and having no relationship with the kids. Just imagine the pain the wife must be going through. This friend of yours and that man probably deserve each other, as none of them embody human decency. Would you want to be friends with someone who has no friends, or would that be a red flag for you and you'd avoid them or assume something's wrong with them? It depends. There can be many different reasons why a person doesn't have friends. For example, a person who has moved to a new city, or a new mom, or single moms who are so invested in their children. Or it could be someone with a demanding job or career. All these things can prevent a person from having a social life. I would give the person a chance, but if I did see a red flag, it wouldn't take me long to end the friendship. Life is too short to deal with unnecessary drama. And unlike family, we get to choose our friends, so I wouldn't waste time on someone who I felt negative about. This is all for today. As always, thank you all for being here and showing an interest in my channel. I hope some of you have benefited from my advice if you are experiencing similar situations. Today, I would like to end with a quote I saw on social media that aligns a lot with my belief. Quote, "Nothing annoys me more than when someone expects you to be okay with something they wouldn't be okay with if it was done to them." End quote. In other words, if you don't want it done to you, don't do it to others. Imagine if everyone followed this simple rule in life. The world would be an almost perfect place. Thank you all again. Until next time, God bless.